Hello, today I'm going to listen to part of Dark Side of the Moon because that was what was requested. To make things even crazier, I've only listened to Us and Them. But now we're going to go back to Time and The Great Gig in the Sky, which isn't even the beginning of the album. But this is how we're going to roll. We're going to do this in a very out of order, discordant way because this is how the requests have come in. Okay? Why do it like everybody else and listen from the beginning to the end? Why not just start in the end and then go to the middle and then go to the beginning later, right? Okay, last time you guys were like, oh, you can't just sit there. You need to be like in a room like in the 70s, laying down in a shed lounge with the lights low with a joint. I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is where I record. And I'm sitting on a very hard piano bench. So this is what it is. I might type, I might not. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Okay, let's go. I'll even mute my mic.
fields, the tolling of the iron bell calls the faithful to their knees. You hear the softly spoken magic spell.
Okay, that was time. I typed all my thoughts, so hope you guys are following along. There was clocks. There was some droney things. There was two chords alternating back and forth. Then we got some singing. Then we got some harmony vocals. Then we got some bass that was pretty good. The bassist slapped pretty hard. I liked him a lot. Then there were some cool guitar riffs and licks. I thought that was cool. And then the song started talking about sitting by a fire. I was like, all right, cool. So now we're going to start the Great Gig in the Sky. And then after the Great Gig in the Sky, this video will conclude and we'll have never heard Money or Any Color Like You or Brain Damage, because why listen to Dark Side of the Moon as it was written as intended? And why not just do it my way, which is like totally disjointed and messed up? That's the beauty of here. Right, Yoshi? Anyway, I liked it. Time. I think they're British or something. They have like an accent. All right, I will mute again while I chew my bubble gum. I came here to kick off and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble. I'm not though. It's Trident. It's good for the teeth. It keeps me focused on the music. Okay, I love messing with you guys so much. But no, I really have never heard Dark Side of the Moon, but why hear it as a record when people could recommend to me to hear it out of order, because I just am at the whim of my requests. All right, here we go. The next requested track of Dark Side of the Moon, and then I will talk about it.
Should I be frightened of dying? There's no reason for it. You've got to go sometime.
Okay, let's take pause there. They were doing like G minor, and then C major. That's it. G minor to C major. Okay, so I would classify the Great Gig in the Sky as vocal O's, well, a lot of it, and that piano inversion. It's in G minor inverted, and then C major root position, over and over again. Some organ fill, some really sick bass line that grounded me when I was like, whoa, her voice makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm feeling emotions. La 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 la. Remember Daria? Anyway, I'm feeling emotions right now. That makes me uncomfortable. Let me just ground myself in this very sweet and soothing bass line. Take me home, bass line, please. Anyway, I liked it. I think I liked Time better than Great Gig in the Sky. I think I liked Us and Them better than both of those. And now, as you can see, I haven't done Money. I haven't done any Color to Like, Brain Damage Eclipse, or the opening 2, or On the Run. So, hey, why do Dark Side of the Moon in order when you can do it completely out of order? Because that makes total sense. But you know, everybody reacts to Dark Side of the Moon and they do it like the normal way. Like, let me listen to the whole album. I've never heard it before. Well, I've never heard it before. But like, why not just do it like this? This is like cool. But I feel unsettled. I thought Time had a more finite ending, ironically. This one was just kind of like out there. I really would like it to resolve. I hope the next song does resolve it on Money. But then we'll never know. But check out my reaction to Us and Them. Because it's on this album. And it was the only other Dark Side of the Moon song I have listened to as of March 9th, 2026. That's today. But let's go to my request form. Someone said, these are the last 2 songs from side 1. Oh yeah, you guys had records with sides back then. Okay, where did it go? Oh my God. Here we go. Wait, where did this Dark Side of the Moon request go? Here. No. Here. These are the last 2 songs from side 1. You should really listen to the whole album. The album is in the Library of Congress. For the full experience, by the way, Dark Side was on the Billboard 200 charts for 741 consecutive weeks between 1973 and 1988. I was a senior in high school when this was released and have loved the album for 53 years, which means I'm an old fart. Time is about our habit of wasting time while we're young, and The Great Gig is about fighting and eventually accepting our mortality. Oh, no wonder I didn't like it, because it was about dying. It's about resisting and then realizing it's futile. Resistance is futile. That's what the Borg said in Star Trek. Resistance is futile. All right, well, there we go. Finally, this one little non-finished line I can finally highlight. And then I just have to go back and do this Ren playlist. I'm definitely... I'm trying to organize all my reactions here that I need to do, and I'm trying to get them somewhat in the same place so that I can not have to lose them up here. See how that was like very hidden. Okay. And then these 2 are a little bit closer together. Insert one above. Let's move. Yeah, you love watching me work my spreadsheet. There's nothing I love more than working my spreadsheet with all of you. And then I get to do this and press delete row. I'm just trying to get all these. And then I have one more Rolling Stones reactions right there. That will be exciting. I love the Stones. I need the Stones after that last song I just heard about my mortality. How about something uplifting such as Time is on my side? Okay. Now let's delete that. It's the nighttime now, and I'm delirious. In the mornings, I'm happy and I have my coffee, At the end of the day, I'm hopeless, and Dark Side of the Moon has made me question my mortality. And the ticking clock reminds me that every day I'm getting older and closer to death. Wonderful. Wunderbar. I love it. All right, well, have an amazing day. Maybe one day I will listen to the whole album. Maybe so, maybe not. That's what we say in Fish fans. There's a song called Stash, and the words in the chorus are maybe so, maybe not. And you just say that whenever you're not show. You don't want to say yes or no. You just say maybe so, maybe not. All right, take care, everybody. I love you a lot, and I am trying to deal with my newfound explosion of 20,000 subscribers and so many tipped requests that I was like, I had to close my form. I was like, please stop giving me money. It's too much. Please stop, And then I was like, fine, benefactors kicking money. And you know what benefactors did? They did, because they're benefactors. They got money, yo. And they're passionate and they support me. So then all the benefactors came in like and the Calvary. Well, that was the Wagner opera, I think. That was Flight of the Valkyries. So now this list alone has 15 line items. 15 line items. How many can I record in a day? Like 5 if I work really, really hard. This one still has 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but by the way, the Ren one is actually like 8 more things. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. By the way, I think Kaleidoscope's on that other playlist, so I'm okay. 23 things on the regular tipped, 15 things on the benefactors, and if you add that up, that's 38. 24 is 8:30. I don't know, figure 4 is trigger 8. If you skate upon thin ice. It's from Schoolhouse Rock. Which is a circle which wraps around itself. Figure 8 is double 4. Double 4 is figure 8. You should watch that. It's pretty good. All right, everybody. This is me dealing with this. And there's only one solution. It's called boundaries. It's called, if you send me a video that's over 4 minutes, but you tipped me under the amount I asked for, I'm cutting it off at 4 minutes because I just can't do it. I'm going to go crazy. And then my kids will be like, Mom, what happened to you? And I'm just going to be like Margarita at the spinning wheel in Faust, just going crazy in a prison somewhere. That's a Faust reference, but anyway. We'll talk another time, everybody. This was lovely. I hope you enjoyed my Dark Side of the Moon partial reaction, and please subscribe and criticize me for not listening to the whole album, but I don't do things like other people. I just do whatever I feel like when I feel like it. And I say whatever I feel like. Not always, but 90% of the time. All right, take care, everybody, and I will maybe one day listen to more Pink Floyd. One day. Okay, bye.